Nick waved his hands, and a fire hydrant instantly burst open. With a sharp turn of his head, a beautiful woman's skirt flew into the air. Then with a dazzling spin, clothes automatically appeared on his body. When he ran into the bullies who used to pick on him, he opened his mouth and unleashed a swarm of bees. The bullies screamed and scattered in panic. Even Nick's pet dog learned how to pee standing up, and after that, flushed the toilet like a human. Even more outrageous, Nick only needed to pick a random junk car when going out. The moment he started the engine, it transformed into a stylish supercar. Traffic jams were no problem either. He just waved his hands, and all the cars automatically cleared a path for him. It turned out that just a few days earlier, Nick had stood on the highest point of the city and summoned powers. This act moved God himself, and Nick was chosen as the king of superpowers. With these abilities, Nick created countless sensational news stories. For example, he staged a meteor strike on Earth. As a journalist, he conveniently did a live global broadcast. It didn't take long before he became an internet sensation, but that wasn't enough for him. To humiliate the colleague he hated most, Nick silenced him during a live broadcast. The host froze up in front of the cameras, suffering a career-ending disaster. Nick then took his place. Drunk on the joy of wielding superpowers, Nick didn't realize the cost was creeping up on him. One day at dinner, he suddenly felt restless. He kept hearing countless voices whispering prayers in his ears. On the verge of collapse, he was suddenly transported to the peak of the world. There, he once again met God, the one who had granted him his powers. Nick asked what those voices in his head were. God didn't answer directly. Instead, he asked whether Nick had ever used his powers to truly help people. Nick fell silent. God then told him, "Those voices are the prayers of the people. You've ignored them, and when ignored for too long, they will linger endlessly in your mind." In that moment, Nick understood. He resolved to use his powers to answer the prayers of those who sought God's help.